You know, folks, although there's nobody here yet, for those of you that don't get to join the live stream and you go to watch it the next day, a lot of times these start off real slow until I get some people in. So don't give up on it so early. Give it a chance. I've got people coming in right now. What up, Randy? So if you're watching the next day, give it a few minutes, and it can get to be quite fun. We had a great one last night, yet there's several of you started to watch it today, and if it didn't kick off in the first 2 or 3 minutes, what up, Stone? If it didn't kick off first 2 or 3 minutes, y'all exited out. You missed a great video. It takes a few minutes for people to get in and for this thing to get rolling. So be a little bit more patient. I know we live in a world of I want it now. Sometimes you got to wait. This live streams is proof that you have to wait. So next day, when you watch it, be patient. It'll get rolling in a little bit. What up, folks? Evening. Well, exactly. Well, I've noticed a lot of people don't follow through with them the next day. So, Robbie, what's going on? Well, I am slowly. But a lot of people don't stick it out. They come on these live feeds the next day, not during the actual live feed, the next day, and they cut out before we get rocking and rolling. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for everybody to get in and us to get a monologue going. Well, Sean, you caught me again, you lucky rascal. TMB, he's a long-time viewer, first-time chatter. It's only because he don't know how to spell. If he could spell, he'd be a hell of a chatter. Well, I done ate my dinner. I tell you what, I had 1 minute left on my 11, and I had 3 minutes left on my 14 when I parked her up. Now tell me that ain't cutting it close to the wire. Jim Dunn. Well, no, there's a loose nut behind the wheel. That's what's wrong with your truck. Time for a 34. I hear you. Paul, are you going to be trouble tonight? Well, hell, why should it be different than any other night? Stuck at your terminal? Yeah. You can't roll with that company. What's wrong? You guys got to go to the hospital, get his foot took out of your butt? Did you get sassy with him and he buried it ankle deep? I wonder why I have 10 viewers and 5 likes. Who don't like me? You know what? One of these days, Stone, if you're very lucky, I'll talk Larry into getting me a truck where I can bring you out here with me, and I could educate you, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And I guarantee you, it won't be your foot coming out of my ass. Oh, what a long day. You think so? I'm a lot mellower than I used to be, but I still got a pretty good bark to me. Matter of fact, after this is up, I just made a video that I got to go live on. Oh. Yep. Yeah, I can. As long as we're under, well, with the one I've got, we've got new ones coming in. I don't know when I'll get mine. We're getting those Omnitracs. That's what they're putting in all the new trucks. But I can move under 7 miles an hour and up to a mile. So, oh, damn snowbirds. Is that what these trailers are they got? Or is this the 405 guys? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them coming in. They all seem to have car trailers behind them. And now they're all circling their wagons. Whatever. Yeah, they got cars in there. That one's got all kinds of stickers on it. Anyhow, yeah, look, something shining. Well, exactly, and that's why they've got it set up like they do. With a lot of our deliveries that we make to truck dealerships and different stuff like that, they'll have parking, but not at the dock. So we can get there and park up overnight. Then the next morning we can putt around and get into the dock or wherever we need to be. Now I don't know if you can do that on Omnitracs or not. So, but I know mine been dealing me fits. I had to do a restart on it this morning. I took a little over a 10-hour break. I took almost 11-hour break. Shame on me. And no, the company didn't say nothing. They never would. The only time my company says anything about how long a break you take is if you miss your appointments. There was some individuals complaining about getting rolled up for taking too long of a break. And with truck drivers, like with the rest of the world, there's always two sides to a story. Y'all know how bashful I am. So I asked at the office, what's up with this about writing drivers up for taking more than a 10-hour break? And I asked politely and nicely. Well, the real story is they're taking 12, 13, 14-hour breaks and they're missing their appointments. They're being late. Folks, that's what truck driving is making your appointments. So, you know, if you can't take your 10-hour break and make your appointments, you damn sure don't need to be taking a 14-hour break and making your appointments. So, right. Well, see, and that's where we have little issues. Our safety guy is from J.B. Hunt. And he lives, breathes, and he's driving us nuts with J.B. Hunt nonsense. And the drivers are telling him, you like that shit so much, go back J.B. Hunt. You know? I lost total confidence in the man when I went to his first safety meeting almost 2 years ago. And he told us in that safety meeting, and a bunch of us are old school like me, that he did not think trucks were built to go over 70 miles an hour. A whole bunch of us busted out laughing. What in the world are you talking about? You know, I told him, good thing you wasn't with me back in the day, because I can promise you they do triple digits. and they do it real well. So, just different little things that was the JB policy that he thinks are laws. And it ain't like he's a kid. He's a grown man. So, nope, they can't go over 70. And if they do, shame on you. Now, luckily for us, the owner of the company is an old school outlaw. Now, he's running it right. He's doing it right, you know, and he's taming everybody down. He's trying to be compliant and fit in with modern day trucking. But he still remembers the outlaw days. So it is what it is. Oh, Jim, you're so full of yourself that you're a turd. Oh. Well, and that's where I've told y'all before about safety and dispatch. You know, dispatch is telling you, oh, they got to have the load. The load's got to make it there. They need that. It's hot. And safety's telling you, oh, don't let them push you. And if they push you, call us. They won't do a damn thing, but you can call them, and then they're going to tell you, well, that's a dispatch problem. You need to talk dispatch. And I've heard that from our safety guy. Luckily for me, I'm me, and I don't have a problem dealing with any of them. Yep. Yep. Oh. I remember the chicken hauling days. I pulled into old boy. I was driving for out of Chicago. I pulled up there to where he would meet us, and his house was his office. He only had a half a dozen trucks. He come to pick me up, and he pulled around the back to come up beside me, and he seen that rubber chicken. I bet you remember the rubber chicken, too. He pulled up there busting a gut. He says, I never thought I'd see a rubber chicken in the door of one of my trucks. I said, well, welcome to 1990s. Yep. Oh. You remember a few years ago, not that long ago, where that congressman seen the bull balls on the back of a truck and he started trying to make them illegal because he couldn't explain to his kids what they were about, what they were? Little Joe's doing those t-shirts, and he sent me a deal today. I'm an old jarhead, as y'all know. He sent me a picture of a Marine Corps emblem. It said on the top, and then it had a bottom rocker. It said, "Made to kick, or taught to kick ass, not kiss ass." I told him, I said, I want one of them. I want one of them on a Papa Joe shirt. He said, all right, Daddy, next week. Did y'all catch my video about the t-shirts? I was misspoken a little bit last night. So you might want to check out my oops on the t-shirts. An empty bull rack. I've seen 3 broke down bull racks today. And Grant's supposed to be working tonight, and I can't get a hold of him. I'm a little bit concerned. I hope he ain't having health issues. Alright, talk to me, folks. Don't act like it's my channel, make me carry it all. Yeah, that's definitely Farmer Brown hauling his own bulls there. Sometimes you can just tell a farmer from a truck driver. But he got a good looking old Peter car, if you're into Peter cars. Oh goodness. Did it stop working or what? There you go. Oh Lord, no. Not at all. We never even heard of YouTube before, right? Well, if they were close, brother, you're going to have to figure out something to do out here, because they're only going to get worse in these trucks. Well, I can understand not being there in a few years, and I don't understand why you didn't turn the load down. You know what the bad thing about Columbus, Ohio is, don't you? There's more people like you up there. Oh, I'm tearing Jim up today, ain't I? Let's see if I make him melt before the night's over. Oh, he's a big boy. He can handle it. Or not. He's lucky his wife ain't on here with me. She'd be tearing him up too. What in the world, people? Well, I'm glad I got off the road, because they're doing about 5 miles an hour out there. I done told Mom I didn't have a clue what time I'd get in tomorrow. I'm 5 hours away. Gonna have Lakota start doing some lawn work till I get there. Then we'll see where it goes from there. Oh. So what terminal are you at there, Stone? If you want me to leave Jim Dunn alone, I will. I'll start picking on you. I can do her. What's wrong with your co-driver? OK City. Yeah, and you're good to say that until she comes on the channel, right? I'm going to have to tell her to watch this one and read your comments. She knows who's the boss in that family, and it's her. Uh-huh. You remember last night, right? That about bit you in the butt. Or did it bite you in the butt? Oh. How far did you make it out of Laredo? Even a rookie driver like you should at least got 5 or 6 hours in. Right? Ah. Tell them quit eating them damn truck stop hot dogs. Them things will put a hurting on you. I got damn bugs coming in here for the lights. Hell out of it. But under today's rules and shit, I don't even understand it. Don't even try. Yeah. How you liking that little lunchbox? Have you ever gone over my blog to check out any of my recipes on the blog? How's my signal tonight? It says I only got 1 bar, what it said earlier. It don't show while I'm actually live. Cool, thank you, Paul. What's up, Trucker Eric? Trucker Eric Journals. Are you doing a journal on your trucking? How long you been trucking? How long you been doing journals? Yes, I'm nosy. I'm allowed to be. And for those that ain't been keeping up, I did go over that Smart Trucking. He's a pretty decent sort of feller. He's out of Canada. A couple videos I've made of late. I've badmouthed Canada a little bit, so he might not like me. South Dakota. Up there in Minot. My boy was stationed in Minot for several years up there working on them damn nuclear bombs and stuff. Okay, since 06. I just started it 2.5 years ago. But in 06, I wasn't worried about computers and stuff. No, but I've heard about it. You're the second one that's told me about it. If your dispatcher ain't lied to you yet, you must still be in bed. Oh. Yeah, I have to go watch that one sometime. Okay. Yeah, you are correct. Minot is North Dakota. Hell, I used to cross up there into Canada, just north of Minot. You'd think I would know it by now. I got that sometimers. Oh. Well, I really don't watch a lot of other people's videos and stuff because I use up so much data doing my own, it's pitiful. Oh. Huh. I don't tolerate a lying dispatcher. I never have. That is one of my pet peeves. We'll have a fight quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if nothing else, I'll leave the company over it. One of my pet peeves, oh Lord, it used to be bad. Any of those truckers on here can tell you. If you had a 10 o'clock appointment, they'd tell you 8 o'clock. Then you bust your ass, get up early to get over there at 8 o'clock and find out it's 10 o'clock and they won't take you early. Oh man, I was fit to be tied. They only did that to me once and then they got an ass chewing immediately. If they did it to me twice, we had a real problem. Oh, I hated that nonsense. Well, the unlimited that's offered by AT&T gets too damn slow. A lot of times it is. Well, and that's something I've always said. You know, they keep telling you how they got that hot load. Then you get over there and they got 3 warehouses full of it. Well, Stone, I'll tell you how I broke a couple of it. I told them the first time that I caught them at, I told them, okay, if you're going to be a liar, I'm going to assume that you're lying every time you give me an appointment, and I'm going to go in 2 hours after what time you tell me. Boy, that got their attention. That's how mine is over here. They, hey Jay, man, they put us on a load and it's like, go away, you know? No micromanaging, no babysitting, none of that. They actually expect us to do our job and give us room to do it. Can you believe that? Nowadays, the only time we have any kind of issues with appointments and stuff is when we have to do a broker load. Either with that attitude, Stone, you ain't even got, what, a month in now on your own? If that? Careful. Any company that'll take you right now ain't no better than where you're at. That's the whole thing about you new guys. And y'all don't understand. Put all them companies in a bag and shake them up. Pull out one name and it's all the same. If they'll take you with your couple months experience, they're going to have their own way of screwing you. Right? I taught one of my brothers how to drive. That was a mistake. He turned out to be a piece of trash. I was with Outlaw Company out of Missouri, Shot Farms. True outlaws. True chicken trucks. And after he got on his own, he was going to try to impress dispatch. After a bunch of us old guys had done, well, we wasn't old then, but after a bunch of us guys had been running over there, every morning he'd ask dispatch, where do you think I'm at? And they'd tell him. And they didn't have computers and ways of pinging your truck. They just knew if you ran hard, you should have been this far. And he's like, I'm going to quit trying to impress you. And he said, you might as well. You ain't going to impress me. Right? There's all kinds of nonsense online about it. They just passed some new laws and regulations just 2, 3, 4 years ago, whatever it was. I lose track of time. You need to have a big wallet to put up the bonding and stuff that you need nowadays. Get insured and bonded and all that, and start going around to companies around you and see if they'll give you a couple loads. A lot of the companies out there, they'll only give you 1 loads at a time and see how you do on getting them moved. If you can get them moved, they'll give you more. If you can't, they take them away. That's about the short and dry of it. So you got to be able to go sell yourself to some companies that needs loads moved. And then it's just a matter of getting on the boards out here. There's a ton of load boards out here. So that actually is part of the trucking industry's problem, is there's so many people that's trying to get into it from home. And I brokered the original load from the company, and then Paul brokered the load for me and took his cut. Now he's putting it back out. Then you get the load from Paul, and you're wanting your cut. And by the time it actually gets to the truck, we've got 3, 4, 6, 12 people taking a cut out of the pie, so don't leave a damn thing for the truck. That's gospel right there. No sugar added. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of brokers at all. They ain't nothing but thieves. Lazy thieves. Oh, come on, little arrow. Get out of the way. What's up, Jay? Oh. I'm just on here stirring it up. I got a big paddle. If it gets too deep, I'll get an oar. Yes, actually you can. That's the best way to do it, Stone. Uh, your problem right now is lack of experience. You get 2 or 3 years under your belt, and your best thing to do is then get your own truck. Good evening there, Venom. Helping somebody move. Always fun being the helping hand. You must own a pickup. Yes, it's my pickup. No, I won't help you move. But Stone, I've got videos out about that. Go back to the archives. Yeah, that's your best thing to do is get you a truck leased on with somebody else. Have your own authorities. Get your own plates. That's one of them little deals where you can get your own license plates for your truck for, it depends upon the state, $400 or $500. A company wants to furnish you a plate and they charge you $2,000 or $3,000. What's up with that? Oh, you didn't get me stirred up. I was just being honest with you. If you don't want the honest truth from me, don't ask a question. I'm not stirred up at all. Yeah, and I believe he got screwed. If you're serious about wanting to get into it, the best thing you can do is find a broker company around you and get in there and work for them and start learning the ropes. And just like what I'm was getting ready to tell Stone. Same thing. He needs to get a truck, buy him a truck, lease on somewhere, and start learning the ropes and starting to get him some contacts. There's a lot of brokers and or dispatchers that have their own little notebook of their own contacts. And that's like, say, my guy, my dispatcher. I don't know this. I'm just using it as an example. Say when he came over, he had 6 or 8 contacts that he brought over that was good contacts for getting him loads. And he'll use them up for the company. But then when he leaves the company, guess what? Them 6 or 8 people ain't going to deal with that company. They're going to follow my dispatcher. So it's just a matter of how you want to go about doing it. I just told you the gist of what it is to get into it. Well, for you, Stone, it's a little bit different. I was talking about them selling themselves to move their loads, to get them to give them a load to broker out to you. For you, you're going to have to go in and rub elbows with them and sell them on letting you move their freight. And the trick to doing that is find you a company wherever you want to base out of, because I know you're a bit of a nomad right now. Figure out where you're going to base up at and try to get you a dedicated. If they have, say you want to run out of Dallas and you want to run to Kansas City. So you start talking to them about loads that go over around Kansas City. Now you get over there, you're going to have to shut down a little bit to find you somebody that has loads from the Kansas City area going back to Dallas. That's where you make your money. Now you'll be an in-house carrier for both of them. You've got your own truck, your own trailer, your own authorities, your own insurance. You got everything. Now you just got to find you 2 customers or 3 if you do a round robin. So, which is why I'm saying you need to get some more time under your belt. You need to figure trucking out and start figuring out some of these leads, creating your own leads. Now, if that one that was asking about brokering, what's happening, Chuck? Well, there you go. Number one reason you hide your what? What did I miss? Oh, okay. I got you the pickup. Got you. Oh, that's a common practice out here anymore. It's just like the Jake brakes in the truck stop. You really need Jake brakes in a truck stop. It's probably around 80 degrees. It's a nice mellow night. Ain't no stars out. It was raining earlier. Well, dadgum, Chuck, you didn't stay long. Good night, brother. Right? Well, and that's the whole thing. That's why you need to always be nice and polite and courteous when you go into these shippers and receivers. You never know who that other person is standing over yonder observing everything. And they might turn out to be the one you got to talk to about a load. I went to Igloo down there by Katy, Georgia, or Katy, Texas. And they was jacking me around big time. And they told me I had to wait on the boss to come back. And that's all they said. The boss had gone to lunch. You got to wait on them to come back. Didn't give indication of what they were or anything. So I'm pacing around outside waiting. And this nice black lady started walking by. And we spoke. And I made reference to about, well, you know, because she's like, how's it going? I said, well, it could be better. I'm getting my chain jacked, yanked a little bit here, but making the best out of a bad scenario. Turned out she was the boss that we was waiting on. And me being polite to her and showing that I wasn't being an ass, she's like, well, come on in with me and let's see if we can figure this out. Boom. Got me loaded that quick. Went to a place, well, I ain't gonna tell you where. They build train parts. And staying outside having a cigarette while they're loading my trailer, flatbed. And ladies out there having a cigarette, me and her shooting the bull a little bit. And before we walked back in after having a cigarette, she's offering me an in-house job. I'm like, really? So she wanted me to start carrying train parts down to Texas for them. If I could have kept my business going, I would have, but that's a different video. Oh. Well, you can to a degree. There's plenty of them that you can't. It's all in how to work them. The thing I've raised my kids on, and my boy Little Joe uses it all the time, is told them, learn the rules we're playing the game by, and learn how to use them against them. And you will find out that if you make people think that they're the hero and that they're helping you out and stuff like that, you can get a lot more out of them than what you think. Ah, I don't know that Walmart does leases. Uh, Now, probably some of the carriers do, like Swift has got a big contract with them. Warner does. A bunch of them folks has a big contract with them. So you'd wind up leasing on with them, is my assumption. I could be wrong. We all know about assuming. Uh-huh. You notice I just scrolled past all of that? There's another one that we don't need to get me started on. I was accused of that once. Oh, I got mad. About chicken feet. Dadgummit, I caught him and didn't get him squished enough. He flew away. Well, my good people, I'm fixing to call it a night. It's getting late on me. I enjoyed the chat tonight. Appreciate y'all coming in and all that good stuff. Do me a favor, go check out the t-shirts. I'll make a little bit off of them, I ain't gonna lie. Don't lease with Swift. Oh, we're on the same page there. Oh. All right, Paul, enjoy your evening, brother. Rest of y'all, Jay, you sleep well too? I'm going to take me some melatonin back there. So, y'all enjoy your evening. I'll probably see you Monday night.